I painted the inside of Harvest Bakery, and this is what it looked like before I started. The owner wanted it super bright and colorful and to feature items selected from their menu. So if you've been following for a while, you know that first thing I do is lay down a rainbow of color. The next thing I did is went through their menu and selected the most visually appealing menu item. Then I started freehand sketching all of the menu items onto the wall. Okay, so I know you in the comments are all going to be worried about me stepping in the bread baskets, so I thought I would address that right now. Don't worry, I only worked at night, and every morning those baskets were cleaned and sanitized before they put bread in them. So because I worked at night, this job took a little bit longer than I expected. It took me a total of 30 hours, but spread out over a week and a half. Because as it turns out, I paint a lot slower at night than I do during the day. Go figure, I guess I just get sleepy. I added a little baker in because he's on the logo, and here it is all done. Okay, so there's cake, cookies, coffee, cinnamon buns dripping with icing, and everything is surrounded with green leaves. I've got macaroon, and then over here, there is a bagel and cream cheese, muffins, croissant, coffee, and of course, a chocolate eclair. Above the freezers, I did bread. This here is a charcuterie board with meats and cheeses. I painted sandwiches because they have a deli, and they have a very good dessert menu. So of course, I added a tart with raspberries on top. Ooh, that looks delicious. And then of course, all the bread, sourdough and baguettes, Kaiser rolls, and then this is the front of the store where you can see cookies and then that little baker. So again, here's a quick overview of the entire store and what it looks like from a distance. I had so much fun painting this one. Thank you so much for watching. I painted this mural a couple months ago and I realized I forgot to post it. So here we go. This mural is in a playroom, and I know that one of the children who play in here has special needs. The family had a couple specific requests that I tried to get as best I could into this mural. The first one is they wanted the corner to be filled with musical instruments, and then the rest of the mural they wanted to be more like a scenic mural with trees and a couple of the animals that they requested. And so in order to capture both of these requests, I tried to make it as though the music was creating the scene. So that's why it looks a little more dreamlike than usual. And like the musical instruments are creating this like splash of color that creates this vivid dreamlike state. Hopefully that makes sense and translates into this painting. If not, hopefully you enjoy it anyways. So here it is all done. I do really love this mural, and my favorite part is right here. I used a metallic paint on this bird, and I think that's so beautiful when the sun hits it. There's the corner with the instruments that I was talking about. This painting reminds me of when I was a kid, and I used to be able to close my eyes when listening to music and just dream up this magical scene in my head that went along with the music. And now, lucky for me, I can paint them in real time. Anyways, thanks for watching my video. I'm painting a mural in this room. It's a playroom in the Ronald MacDonald house. If you don't know what the Ronald MacDonald house is, it's kind of like a hotel that serves as a home away from home for rural Manitoban and out-of-province families with a child requiring treatment in the nearby hospital. This building is only about 4 years old, and it's very beautiful. It has sleeping accommodations, and it allows for the families to stay close and be connected during this really hard time. They have an indoor play structure to play on, and I'm painting this room, which is just off of it. It's kind of like a family sitting room, and in one corner, this corner that I'm painting right now, will be a reading nook. They wanted the mural to be a peaceful forest, something that you can just relax in and enjoy the view. So I decided for this mural, I would go with my watercolor style just to keep it nice, soft, and flowy. And then of course I added in some butterflies, a cute little bear, and some bunnies so that the kids have something to look for within the mural, like a little I Spy game. And here it is, all done. It was such an honor to be asked to paint this mural and be part of the Ronald MacDonald house. Last year I was asked to paint live at their fundraising gala event, and that was such an honor. So I'm excited to be back a year later painting this. I'm so excited that as a mural artist, I get to be a part of so many different organizations. It makes me feel like through art, I can really help people. And I didn't realize when I first started painting murals that this was an option. So it's just really cool for me. So like I said, this is a playroom with a reading nook, and then they're mounting a couple games on the wall like this one. So I had to strategically place all the animals so that they wouldn't be covered. But it all worked out in the end. This mural is painted with acrylic paint, and it took me about 9 hours to finish. Thanks so much for watching my video. I really appreciate it.